All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 5 Minutes of Math. This is Mr. Lunsford, and we're looking at the homework for the evening of February 12th, 19, good gracious. All right, let's try that again. February 12th, 2018. How about that? So we've got some good things planned, and we're switching over yet again to a slightly different topic. Now, the good news is this is easy. We're looking at angles, supplementary angles, and complementary angles. And here's a quick review on angles. Now, an angle is the amount of turn between two straight lines that have a common endpoint. And again, this is from mathisfun.com. I highly recommend you guys check that out if you ever need a review on anything. So here's another definition. An angle is a combination of two rays, two half lines with a common endpoint. The endpoint is called a vertex, the rays are called the sides, sometimes we call those the legs and the arms. So that's a ray, all right? And it's a line that starts from a point and continues on into infinity in any direction. So if you have two rays with the same endpoint, here's the angle in between the two. We have the arm formed by that blue ray, and we have a second arm formed by that black ray. And there's our vertex, the point where they join. All of that is called an angle, all right? And this comes from https://cutthenot.org, and they give a pretty good definition on what is angle, all right, or what is an angle. All right, so going on, a supplementary angle. Two angles are supplementary when they add up to 180 degrees. So anytime you see the S in supplementary, think straight. 180 degrees, that's a straight line, okay? And we also call that a straight angle, all right? So any two angles, when you put them side by side and they add up to 180 degrees, that's a straight angle, okay? And again, most of this comes from mathisfun.com. I added a few things in here. And even if the angles aren't connected, they still make a straight angle. 60 plus 120 is 180. A straight angle is always 180 degrees. All right, so here we are. 60 plus 120 is 180. Let's go on to the next thing. Complementary angles. Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. That's a right angle. And the reason I skipped all that space is because complementary angles form a corner, all right? So when you see that C, think corner, all right? It's a right angle. And 40 and 50 add up to 90. That makes them complementary angles, all right? So, and they don't even have to be touching each other. 27 plus 63 equals 90. Those two are also complementary angles. So let's go on. Number one, this is actually part of the question for homework. Are these angles supplementary, complementary, or neither? Okay, so we have an angle here that's 135 degrees. We have another one that's 45 degrees, and 135 plus 45 equals 180. Those are supplementary angles. It's that simple. We're just adding the two angle measurements up. So those are supplementary because they form a straight line. Going on to number two. And we have two angles. One is 23, one is 67. Those numbers should look suspiciously familiar by now. And 23 plus 67 is 90, which means that they are complementary. All right. And it's pretty much that easy. This third one, what is the value of x? Okay, so this is number three. And we have here a couple of things going on. We have angle HJG. The vertex is always in the middle, and we don't know what that measurement is, all right? But then we have this angle plus angle GJK, and we know that measurement, which is 45 degrees. Now, we want those two will add up to angle HJK, and HJK is a straight angle or a straight line. We know that a straight angle has a measurement of 180 degrees. So, what do we do next? We have x plus 45 equals what? Equals 180. Now we have a very simple equation to solve. X plus 45 equals 180. Subtract 45 from both sides, x equals 135. That's it. It's 135 degrees. All right, so that's pretty much everything there is to supplementary and complementary angles, and we're going to keep practicing these for a couple of nights. And thank you for joining us, and I will talk to you all again in 24 hours. Have a good one.